Alright, we're back. It's time to get that seal in. Please mind all the wind noise. It's definitely not helping. Let's get this new seal on. Now we're going to tap it in. Make sure you are even all the way around as you're tapping in. So tap to the top, tap to the bottom, side, side. Make sure it's all even. Because if you get it crooked, it's going to leak. And it's not going to help. It's actually going to wear out the seal even faster. So make sure it's in all the way. I double checked this is the right one with the old one. So yeah, let's get it in. So what I ended up doing to get this in is using an old race over the seal to get a nice good contact and make sure that it's going in all the way, you know. Because if you're just hitting on one side, it will cockeye. With bigger seals, it happens fast and a lot easier because there's a lot more surface area to do that. So, old race that fits just around this metal ring. You don't want to be pressing on this rubber seal. That'll damage it. And just slowly tap it in. If you don't have an old race, a pipe of the same diameter of this metal ring or whatever seal you're working with should work just as well. I've used PVC, ABS, even copper. Just be careful you don't nick the seal or you rip it. Otherwise, you're going to have to replace it again. And then you make sure that it's fully seated all the way around. And then you should be good. Next up is the yoke. I have it pre-oiled. I use some grease. And then we're going to put it back up there. So... yep, let's get it in. Alright, so the manual says 160 foot-pounds for the front differential. That means I'm bringing out Big Bertha. Alright. Good old torque wrench. Let's set that to 160 and torque the pinion nut on, huh? Alright, the cover's back on. It's been sitting for about 24 hours to dry. Now, this supporting bracket goes back up, along with the bolts and the 3 holes, and then we're going to tighten this up. Then we're going to get back to the pinion, and then fill her up, and hope it doesn't leak. Alright, bracket is back up and tightened to approximately 3 grunts. Now, this one, I'll probably go to 4.5 grunts. We'll see. Alright, we got that one tight. We also got the pinion nut tight. I had to turn the wheels and have someone step on the brakes. Otherwise, it was trying to roll forward. And now, I'm filling her up with gear oil. So, we'll see how thirsty she is. It's pretty dang cold, so it's flowing real slow. Can this thing end, please? Glug, glug, fluid's good. 2 quarts later, she's still thirsty. Oh, a little less than 2 quarts. I'm like 1.5 right now. This is the second one right here. Almost there. Alright. The last quart was in. As you see, it is now full because it puked everywhere. And it is at an angle. So that means it's a little overfull. But I'm going to have to run with what I have until I get to some flat ground. Alright, let's tighten that drain plug, or fill plug. And remember, there's no better thread locker than cross-threading. No, I'm kidding. That should be more than tight. We'll clean off the extra. Driveline is still out. We're going to take it for a test drive and see if it leaks. And if it does, we'll blow it up. Nah, we'll fix it. It's just, you know, got to get to work sometime. Well, it's the next day. As you can tell, it snowed very lightly. Thankfully, I got the Jeep done before this happened. That way I'm not working on wet, cold concrete. You know, a good wash down too to help clear out all the grease and oil. I need to put some cleaner on that. But I drove her for about 5 miles, still no leaks. So I'll bring you back probably down the road on another episode, and we'll check it. All right, thanks for sticking around and seeing the conclusion. Have fun.